Hey guys, it's John Murray. I'm sort of known as a drop shotter. I'm from Arizona, grew up on the West Coast, always been a finesse guy, so drop shotting sort of my life. I designed a worm for Gene Larew called the TattleTail. And I did this worm for a number of reasons. You know, there's always been a straight tail worm, there's always been a curly tail worm, and they both have parts in drop shotting. Well, the TattleTail is sort of a combination. It has a subtle movement. And one of my favorite techniques to drop shot is swimming a worm. I love to get a depth and almost swim it like a swim bait, but with a drop shot, I can do it exactly at the right depth. I can get it down 30 feet and still swim it. So the beauty of a TattleTail for me is it has a subtle action. It's not an exaggerated action like a curly tail, and it's not a dead action like a straight tail. It's a subtle little wag of the tail, and that's all I want when I want that worm coming through the water column. So I'll use a 7.5 foot spinning rod, I'll use a 10-pound braid, an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader, depending on my cover, whether I use an open hook or I'll use a Texas rig a lot. And I'll make long casts to wherever I want, and I will actually swim that worm back to the boat. I'm not dragging a drop shot on the bottom. I'm actually fishing it suspended. We have the electronics like Panoptics now that we can actually see the level the fish are at. Makes it so much easier to catch fish, and it's subtle. And for me, I just hook them better and keep them hooked better on this than just an open hook swim bait. So be open with your drop shotting. Know that there's other ways to fish out there other than just dragging on the bottom. The TattleTail worm's made for swimming, made for covering water and catching fish in deep water, and it's just a technique that's really worked for me.